Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is another Theta update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. Okay guys, this one has to do with the partners. There is a brand new partners that Theta never released any news about, and if you went to their website recently, you might have overlooked it. And I'll give you 2 seconds to kind of guess, and then I will show you exactly who this partner is. It's actually a pretty big one. So if you guessed it, here it is, Decentraland. And it's so crazy. They never put any PR out or anything about it. Indirectly, I made a previous video about Decentral Games, and we'll talk about that a little bit, which is a part of Decentraland. But, you know, we don't even see Decentral Games here. We see Decentraland, which is even better. And let's check out Decentraland if you're not familiar with it. It is... you can create, explore, and trade in the first ever virtual world owned by its users. It's actually really neat. You can explore, lose yourself in an amazing, evolving world. So essentially, you can buy land. It's a huge virtual world. It's kind of like the Sims back in the day. Think of the 90s, except even better. It's totally decentralized, and you can buy lands. You can interact with other people. You can gamble. You can play games. You know, the world's your imagination, because that's exactly what it is. It's a virtual world, and it's pretty neat because, as we know, Theta has to do with video streaming, and a lot of people love streaming themselves playing games, and that is one of the largest growing segments in this streaming sector. And what better place to continue that than Decentraland? And even better is if you look at Decentraland and all of the events. Guys, Decentraland has events on events every single day. Every single hour there's some sort of event going on, and some of these are directly related to something I could see Theta being tasked with video recording, like casino nights. People love to see that. And it has happened before, especially with Decentral Games, which we'll talk about here in a second. And there's other things like video games, like a virtual car exhibition. There's racing time, car showroom, stuff like that. That you can claim NFTs. People would love to record this and play it later. So I think this is actually pretty big. It's actually really big for Theta and all of us who run our edge nodes and elite edge nodes to continue getting those streaming jobs, and then just for Theta in general to continue to grow. And like I said, here are a couple tweets that I talked about in previous videos, but if you didn't see those videos, Decentral Games and Theta, they came up with a partnership officially, and there's tweets and PR about it. And essentially everything that is in Decentral Games can be streamed, can be recorded with the live stream capability with a Theta network. And that was, huge PR. And then there's even, this was, I think, a one-time thing, but I'm pretty sure they'll, make it a reoccurring thing. And essentially there is this huge club and this huge concert with some big name DJs, and who else was it powered by other than a Theta network? And I know on October 9th I got a couple more streaming jobs than usual, actually twice as many as usual on October 9th when Theta was streaming for this virtual launch party. And I think this is just a taste of what's to come for the future. And guys, Theta for sure is a long-term play, so you just definitely have to stick around and see the vision. And Decentral Games, there's more than just playing in one casino. It's a play to earn gaming in the metaverse. There's multiple places to do this, and if we check out their documents, essentially it just says it's a DAO governed in the metaverse. So essentially it is a DAO within Decentraland. And right now there's blackjack, there's roulette, there's slots, backgammon, poker, and this is the thing, there's 3 different casinos that you can go in and play all of these games in. It's kind of like in Vegas, where there's the Vegas Strip, and there's a bunch of different casinos you can choose from. Hey, they got the same thing in the metaverse. So there's these, 3 different ones that we can choose from. And at all of these 3 different casinos, of course, guys, they're partnered with Theta. So that just means more and more streams coming our way, the more people play. And I had to look into Decentraland a little bit more. And of course, the things to do below, there are several things you can do in Decentraland. And, the first thing that was listed was, of course, the Decentral Games casinos. And a lot of people, they love betting money. And what better place to do that than a casino that's 24/7 on your computer? So that is the first one that they recommended. And then there's art galleries. So another thing that Decentraland is huge with is the NFT game. And I don't know if you can tie video streaming so much into this, other than if someone's just recording themselves playing Decentraland. I don't know if art galleries will be too heavily involved with a Theta streaming. There's Battle Racers. So Battle Racers is a Decentraland-based racing game developed by Altitude Games. So essentially you can have cars, weapons, and then you just go at it. And this is something that I could definitely see Theta being involved with and recording these games once again. And another one is Atari, huge partner. They have their own arcade within Decentraland. And that, like I said, guys, video recording and streaming video games is a huge segment that's going to continue to grow. And I think Theta will take a huge chunk of that, especially in Decentraland. There's a Sugar Club. So once again, it has to do with if they bring DJs and other live entertainment to these clubs, then yes, once again, Theta could be live streaming these events. There's investing, which I don't know if that has to do too much with Theta, but guys, as you can see, there's clubs, which has to do with DJs. There's Atari, which is video games, and there's Battle Racers, once again, video games, and casinos. So more, games that people love to watch. People play poker and stuff like that. So the streams are coming. And then I did a little bit more research, and I found this article which kind of compared, Decentraland, and then this one, which I've never heard of, but this is a whole nother, type of game that's very similar to Decentraland, and it's just more potential for Theta to get involved with, to, work with them. And this is the sandbox, as they call it, and essentially they have a huge amount of partners. If you just look at this map, I'm sure you can see a name that you've seen before and that kind of stands out a little bit. We have Atari over here once again. There's Gemini over here, and if we just pop this open, The Walking Dead, there's the South China Morning Post, there's let's see, Atari, like I said, the Smurfs, Hell's Kitchen, a bunch of big names. That this is another metaverse that I'm sure they would love to see, some streaming coming their way. So I'm pretty sure these guys in the future will once again link up with Theta, and that is just, more jobs to be had for all of us who are running Theta Edge nodes, and more potential for the Theta token price action in the future. So once again, guys, this is the new partner that was not, there's no PR about it, but it's actually a pretty big deal. I think it'll have a huge impact on the price in the future. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below, and I will see y'all on the next one.